Is this the beginning of chapter 5? Is it 5? No, 6. 6. Existence. Oh, I want to do this so much. Morimoto family home. Megumi's Morimoto was a good friend of Aisuke, has been absent from school since his death. She was at home when the other students learned what happened. What had happened, that's everything Fukuyama knew. I'm here to see if I can find out more. I would love to talk to Megumi herself, but that's likely going to prove difficult. Ring the bell! Bling! Yes? Hi, I'm Mayumi Tachibana. I called the other day. Oh, Mrs. Tachibana, of course. Hello. 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 That looks like a Nobita's house. Oh my god, yes. I was surprised to hear from a private detective. Is now a good time? I don't want to inconvenience you. It's no problem at all. I just hope I can be of some help to you. Oh, look at Megumi in the back. She looks so cute. Thank you so much. Your help is appreciated.
I have to hear from Megumi's mama. Okay, let's go. How is Megumi doing? Megumi has locked herself in a room and she's refusing to talk to anyone. Is she feeling okay? She's not sick, she's in shock, depressed, which is, you know, not surprising after what happened to Aisuke. Okay, I cannot ask anything more about her. She and Aisuke have been close since they were little. They were just like brother and sister. They certainly argued as much as siblings. Every time they argued, she would get so angry. She would say, "Mom, I can't stand him." Then, just as quick, she would calm down and be her usual self. It was strange, I guess, but they were also just kids. They were so close, Aisuke and Megumi. I still can't believe what happened. I don't know much about what happened to Aisuke, only what I've seen on the news. I can bring myself to talk to Aisuke's mother about it. Understandable. I'm afraid to ask to talk to her at all. Anything else? I only know what I've seen on the news. Okay. There's still no clue as to who did it, is there? No, we don't know anything yet. I hope they're found soon. No one can feel safe until the monster that did this is caught. And that's why we have detectives, isn't it? Yeah, of course. She's expecting a lot out of me. Yes? I imagine detectives must talk to lots of people. Oh yeah, it helps to talk to everyone we can. I thought so. Of course, if there's anything you don't feel comfortable talking about, please say so. No, that's not it. I mean... I'm sorry, I've never talked to a detective before. I was just curious. Everything I know about detectives I've learned from TV shows. Ah. Okay, we still have to ask her more. Okay, let's do again. Can you tell me about how Megumi has been the past few days? Sure. Megumi was absent from school the day his body was found. That checks out. I already knew she wasn't at school for the morning assembly. The school called about Aisuke. I told Megumi right away. She turned pale, started shaking. She ran and locked herself in the room. I could hear her crying. She's not been herself ever since. She hasn't been to school ever since. Oh, really? She doesn't even come out of her room. I leave food at her door, and she either won't eat it or she barely touches it. She's avoiding everyone, won't talk to me or her father. Yeah, that's no good. No. She's always been so full of life, so bright, so happy. Okay. It's so terrible. I was so careful with how I told her about Aisuke, but... Megumi has been absent from school since the day Aisuke body was found. It's just as Fukuyama said. But her mom says she wasn't feeling ill. So why did she stay home that day? Okay. So you said Megumi was absent from school the day Aisuke was found. Yes. Why did she miss that day of class? Was there any reason to be concerned about her on that day? A reason to be concerned? A reason to be concerned? Yes. I'm positive her mom knows the real reason why she was absent that day. Let's see. It wasn't just that something was wrong on that day. Megumi had been acting strange the day before too. Since the day before? She seemed depressed, so I asked her what was wrong. But she wouldn't say anything. She just went straight to her room. Hi, Bali. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Oh? Megumi seemed calmer the next morning, but she never took a bath and she stayed home from school. I thought maybe she would have had a bad day and that's all. I was sort of relieved, really. And then I got the call from the school. Good, good, and you? I'm a bit tired, but I'm good. She was absent on the day Hasuke's body was found because of something that happened the day before. I wonder if her mom knows what happened the day before? How is your day going? How long did you wake up? How long ago? Do you know what Megumi might have been up to the day before? No, she didn't say anything about it. Megumi is a class representative, so it must be causing some trouble for her to be gone. I imagine the other students in her class will be helping along with her homeroom teacher, Fukuyama. So yes, Megumi is a student in my class and she's our class representative. Megumi has been absent, so I wouldn't know. Hihi, I'm gonna make you company there. Her homeroom teacher is Mr. Fukuyama, right? Yes, that's correct. He works closely with the students, he's always there for them. Since Megumi's class representative, Mr. Fukuyama depends on her more than most. Those duties would have them working together after school sometimes too. I see. He once gave Megumi a ride home because it was getting late. He's polite, dependable, young, and his students seem to love him. She used to tell me how handsome he was. She said he was like an actor from a TV show. Huh? Yeah, no, I knew this was gonna go this way. Fukuyama seems to have a good reputation. I'll stay at home at the afternoon so I can change the RAM if it's already there. Oh, is it coming already? I didn't know you had ordered it. She says she's always there for his students when she said cool teacher on TV. Ever since what happened to Aisuke, Megumi stopped talking. She used to be such a chatterbox. She used to tell me everything. My husband and I don't know what she's thinking or how to talk to her. At least until today. Until today? How has Megumi been today? She finally came out of her room for a bit earlier, around lunchtime. Oh. Yeah, she took a shower, then came to the kitchen. I asked her if she was hungry. She didn't say anything. She just gave me a nod. I made her some lunch, but she just picked at it. Still, I was relieved to see her eat anything at all. But then, Megumi just sat there, looking kind of lost and sad. But I still think she was doing a great job of making herself get up and move. I wanted to say something, but what am I supposed to say? It was so uncomfortable. I didn't know what else to do, so I turned on the TV. There was a show on about urban legends, and I guess you would say the occult. They said it was a special episode. Oh. I was curious and Megumi didn't seem to mind, so I left it on. She's usually oh my god, I cannot speak. She's usually interested in shows like that. Every summer vacation, she'll sit and watch hours of the stuff. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's the same that we watched. They talked about the legend of the smiling man. I never heard of it, but Megumi was very interested. Then, I don't know why, but they suddenly started. Well, I swear it was about Aisuke. Oh no, and Megumi was watching. Ay. I tried to turn it off in a hurry, but Megumi. Uh-oh. Megumi? Can you speak to any past incidents involving the smiling man? Well, the oldest example would have been from about 20 years ago. Some people say the recent incident in Kofuku City may have been the smiling man's doing. Word is, the victim, a boy, had a paper bag over his head, much like in the stories of the smiling man. Oh my god, I'm getting scared. Guys, hold my hand, please. Though, remember, the smiling man is only an urban legend. It would be poor taste to continue that thought. Megumi! And she ran back to the room. They were talking about a boy in Kofuku City. That could only be Aisuke, right? Yeah, I think so. Life is tragic enough. They don't need to use scary stories to make it worse. That Toru Osawa was right. It's tasteless. I guess this is how urban legends grow, huh? Okay. She finally came out of her room, but I was too careless. She's shut herself in a room again. She doesn't even respond when I call to her. I just don't know what to do anymore. Do you think there's anything you can do for her, detective? Can we do anything? From the sound of it, Megumi won't be meeting up with anyone for a while. I don't expect I would get much if I tried to talk to her. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do for her right now. I'm sorry. It might take some time, but I'm certain Megumi will be fine. She's just got a lot and she's trying to process. Be patient with her. Whatever you do, don't blame yourself for how she's feeling. Megumi wouldn't like that. Thank you, detective. Hopefully we have good news about the investigation soon. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do my best with the investigation. Thank you. What am I supposed to do now? It's hard to see much from here, but they look like a happy family. A nice family photo. By the way, your family photo is lovely. What? Oh, this one? The man is gonna be the guilty one. Yes, you all look so happy. Think you were at an amusement park that day. Megumi is a sweet girl with a bright smile. I bet everyone likes her. I know it's just a rumor, but I can see why the boys would fight over her. I feel like now I need to focus on taking care of her until she can smile like that again. Oh? They know how to do it better? Let's go. She's worried about Megumi? Okay, there's something happening. I'm sorry, I feel like I didn't help much and you came all this way. No, I'm happy to have made the trip. You've been very helpful. Really? That's good. I'm the one who feels like I haven't been any help to you. No, detective, not at all. Go get some breakfast. You've made me feel better about all of this. Good, I'm glad to hear it. She says, okay, but is she really? I should leave. Pardon me, ma'am? Yes? I admit I'm worried about Megumi, but I'm also worried about you. If you dwell on these dark things too much, they will eat you up. It's sweet of you to be worried. Oh, right. Huh? Speaking of worrying, last night, Kohei called Megumi. Detective, do you know Kohei? Kohei Takiguchi? The kids at Minami Daisen Junior High School mentioned him. He sounded worried about Megumi. I told Megumi he was on the phone, but she didn't pick up. I don't know, maybe that's why she finally came out of her room today? I guess now that I think of it, the only people who called for her were Mr. Fukuyama and Kohei. Mr. Fukuyama? I've heard Kohei's name, but I don't know any more than that. But you've heard the name, you really are quite the detective. Aw. He's another classmate of Megumi's. They've been friends since elementary school. Kohei would go out to play with Megumi and Aisuke all the time. Did Megumi, Hasuke, and Kohei hang out together much recently? Occasionally, but less than when they were in elementary school. Has there been any troubles between the three of them? No, nothing like that, as far as I know. But they are all that age. But they are all at that age when they want to live their own lives. They don't tell their moms everything like they used to. So who knows what they got up once they are out of sight. What kind of kid is Kohei? Well, Megumi and Aisuke were always so outgoing, but Kohei has always been a bit more reserved. I think Kohei is... Oh? I mean, boys in junior high school usually get nervous when they call a girl's house, right? I think it takes a lot of courage for them to do that. Well, he called Megumi. I'm sure she would have been happy if she would talk to him. She had talked to him. She wouldn't, though. Anything else? He's quite a quiet one, but he's been friends with Megumi since... Okay. I'm sorry, but I have to get ready for dinner. Oh, I'm sorry for keeping you. No, it's fine. I hope Megumi will eat today. Sorry to bother you so late. I'll be off. If you want, you're welcome to come back. Maybe you can speak to Megumi then. Thank you. I would love to come back. Bye-bye. Let me get some coffee. Utsugi Detective Agency. I'm back. Ayumi, good to see you. Did you get anything from Megumi's mother? Yeah, here's everything I've heard. Ayumi told me in detail about Megumi's state of mind. Ay, Jesus. Her grief at the sudden loss is understandable, especially given how close she was to Haisuke. Ayumi and I began talking about a question she had after the interview. I wonder what happened to Megumi the day before Haisuke's body was found. It's such a strange timing, I mean. So something happened, but by the next morning she was calm and decided to take the day off? Yeah, I don't know, maybe it just means that whatever happened, it wasn't serious. When the school called about Haisuke, she locked herself in a room. Maybe whatever happened the day before is related to Haisuke, I wonder. Maybe I should talk to Mr. Fukuyama again and see what he thinks? Though he didn't have any answers before, what should I do? I don't think she needs to talk. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. No, I think you're gonna waste your time. If he figures anything out, I'm sure he'll invite me back to his favorite cafe. Oh. Did you find out anything else? Well, Megumi finally poked her head out of her room this morning. Too bad it was just in time to see that TV show about urban legends. The same one that we saw? Yeah. So she heard them talking about the boy killed in Kofuku City. And anyone who knows about Aisuke would figure it out. After that, she went back to her room and hasn't come out. Her mom's having a hard time too, but I feel so badly for Megumi. She just keeps getting hurt, doesn't she? I really hope she finds a way through it. Oh yeah, Kohei called Megumi after she would lock herself in a room. Kohei Takiguchi was also friends with Haisuke, yeah? Yep, but Megumi wouldn't pick up the phone to speak to him. I see. I'm worried about Megumi. There's a lot to think about, but I'm most curious about what could have upset Megumi the day of Haisuke's murder. Yeah, but the only person who can tell us that is Megumi. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Haisuke. Wait. Oh? Who could it be? It's Fukuyama. Ah. Hello, this is Tachibana. What's going on, senpai? What? Megumi is missing? Of course. Huh? Yes, I understand. Be careful. Megumi has gone missing. Her mother called the police. Mr. Fukuyama is on his way to speak to her now. We should go too. What the fuck? You just came from there. You just came from there. Ayumi and I rushed to Megumi's neighborhood. We looked around the area, but Megumi was nowhere to be found and no one had seen her. Where on earth would she have gone? I didn't have any ideas, so I took Ayumi's suggestion and head to Minami Daisen Junior High School. Oh god, it's nighttime now. Of course, at this time of night, there weren't any students around. Yep, everyone's long gone by this point. Huh? Hey, there are a couple of kids here. Excuse me. Ah! Hi, it's you. I'm sorry I startled you. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. You're just in time. What do you mean? A kid at cram school who says he's in the same class as Megumi, he said he saw Megumi running in her pajamas. Apparently she wouldn't respond to anyone, but he got the sense she was headed toward the bus stop. Bus stop? Which one? The one behind the school. It's kinda dark back there. The principal said to never go there alone at night. The bus stop's near the pump station too. Do you think that's where Megumi could be headed? Oh no. Oh, and there's one more thing. Basachi. Or Bazaki, I don't know how to pronounce. I mean Mr. Fukuyama. I just saw him looking really freaked out. He asked if he would see Megumi. We told him the same thing we told you. Then he ran off to the opposite direction of the bus stop. Mr. Fukuyama can get so worried about his students. I'm afraid he can miss what's happening around him. One time he accidentally ran into a rice paddy and fell in the mud. He was covered in it. Yeah, so he might be in trouble tonight. There are a whole lot of rice paddies around here. What? Okay, I'll keep a lookout for Mr. Fukuyama too. Thank you both very much. It's getting dark, so be careful on your way home. Will do. Okay, wait, who are... Hayumi. Let's hurry. Yeah, let's go. Thank you again, both of you. Oh god. Ayumi, look, it's Kuza and Kamihara. And Fukuyama. So that must be Megumi. It looks like he's okay, thank goodness. I'm relieved that Megumi is safe after all, but she looks pretty upset. She's crying in Mr. Fukuyama's arms. She's still in her pajamas like those kids said. She clearly ran away spontaneously. So why did she come here? Where's Aisuke's body was found? Okay, at least they found her. It was pretty quick. Oh my god, so many people around her. Megumi regained her composure by the time we reached the police station. But she still wouldn't say anything to anyone. We're getting nowhere. Poor kid, she's just surrounded by adults and authority figures. It's so quiet, everyone is watching Megumi and she looks really uncomfortable with the attention. She seems restless. Being surrounded by detectives will do that to you, but I think there's something else. Maybe she just doesn't want to talk to the police. Detective Kuze? Would you mind if I try talking to her? You? Sure, fine. Good evening, Megumi. My name is Emi. It's nice to meet you. I might not look like it, but I'm a private detective. Huh? Kind of amazing, right? I'm not that much older than you. If you talk to me, you could brag about it at school. I guess that's a no. Too bad, boy detective. Damn it, I thought it would be easier for her to talk to me since I'm closer to her age. I can get her to talk so much for that plan. What is it? Since Megumi won't say anything, what do you think we should do? How would you feel about me talking to Megumi, Emi? Do you think that would work? Well, I'm not a cop or a guide that might help put her at ease. What do you think? Yeah, you're right. Give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, here goes. Detective Kuze, would you allow me to speak with Megumi? And you are? I should have introduced myself earlier. I'm Ayumi Tachibana of the Utsugi Detective Agency. I think it's a good idea. It might be easier for Megumi to talk to her than to us. Please? Okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Megumi. Megumi just kind of shut down the day Haisuke died. She hasn't even spoken to her mother since then. The day before Megumi stopped going to school, that is, the same day Aisuke died, something happened to her. But if she wouldn't tell her own mother, then why would she tell me, a complete stranger? Megumi acts like she doesn't have anything to talk about, but she also seems kind of fidgety and restless. Speaking of being fidgety... Wait, what are we thinking about? Speaking of being fidgety for some reason. Is it because he is there? Speaking of fidgeting, whenever we talk about Megumi, Fukuyama gets a bit... Actually, he seems different toward her today. He's watching her closely, but with genuine concern. What is it, Tachibana? Is there anything, something on my face? Oh, I see. You need my help, huh, Tachibana? Huh? Ah! You know this lady, Mr. Fukuyama? Megumi, Mr. Fukuyama was my senpai when we were in middle school. Your senpai? Yes, Megumi. Tachibana and I went to the same school. She was a few grades below me. And she's also a very good detective. She's working on Aisuke's case. Aisuke. I know Tachibana. She will catch the culprit, I assure you. I will? We will. Let's go. So you see, you can just tell Tachibana everything you know. You understand, Megumi? So, Megumi, I've heard so much about you from your mom. And I know you're suffering right now. I don't want to pretend like I know everything, but I know you've been going through a lot of scary, painful, and difficult feelings alone, Megumi. I guess I'm wondering if you feel like you've done all you can do by yourself? Your family, the detectives, and Mr. Fukuyama? They're all here because they want to help you. It's why I'm here too. Detective, you don't have to do this all on your own. We're all here to help you so you don't have to go through any more hard... I didn't read the rest. Through any more hard times alone. That's all we want. I would be so happy if you could talk to me. And she starts crying. Welcome back, Bali. What are you eating? Megumi, you can take it slow. It's okay. I loved him. I really loved him. I loved Mr. Fukuyama. The teacher? What? No, I mean, this isn't... Mr. Fukuyama. He's such a good teacher, always so kind, dependable, and cool. That's why I fell in love with him. And that's also why the day before, that's why I had Mr. Fukuyama meet me on the rooftop. I finally told him how I felt. That's why he got so... Croissant juice? Which juice and which croissant with what? I like you, Mr. Fukuyama. I mean, I love you. Will you go out with me, please? And he said no. Megumi, no, hold on. You can just suddenly... Don't you like me too, or do you hate me? No, it's... Oh no. Megumi, words like love and like have different meanings at different times. And love, it's, well, it's always a big word. And like is, well, answer my question. Okay. Megumi, you're just in love with love. It's really common in your age. What do you mean I'm in love with the idea of love? Huh? You'll understand one day when you've grown up. Don't treat me like a child. No, I'm not treating you like a child, am I? Stop it, enough. Megumi! I didn't know what to do. I ran into the school and I... Haisuke, were you listening? Oh my god, Haisuke is cute. He looks so much older than I imagined. He looks cute. No, not really. Okay. Wait. You're up here with the teacher, huh? I can't believe it. I knew you were listening. Yeah, I heard you. Not like I wanted to hear something like that. Believe me. Oh, what's your problem? You're the worst. Worse than you? This is none of your business. Huh? How is it none of my business? Oh, I don't care. Shit, what the hell is your problem? You know what? I didn't read. You know what? I'm going to tell everyone what I heard. Everyone, that's a promise. Oh, yeah? Huh? Tell everybody if you want. People just love an eavesdropping gossip, don't they? Ugh, you're so gross. I bet you're not worried because you're about to go to a better school. Huh? Even if everyone here thinks you're a creep, it won't matter when you're done with the school. I'm sad that you saw me like that and that you heard all those things he said. I'm so ashamed I want to die. What the hell? Megumi. Oh. I didn't know about any of that. I'm sorry, so very sorry. Ayumi, I'll take it from here. Okay, yeah, please. Megumi. I could say anything to Haisuke, and I ended up saying the worst things I could think of. I realized that Aisuke liked me. And Aisuke was so sweet and kind to me. Aisuke. Oh, I'm sorry, Aisuke, I'm so sorry. And she starts crying. Oh, Aisuke. It's been really hard, I know. She's really showing a sweet side here. It's easy to see how she empathizes with Megumi. Of everyone, Detective Kuze is probably the one who can help Megumi the most. She knows the kind of pain that Megumi is going through right now. Thank you, ma'am. Are you feeling a little better? Yes, a little. So that must be why you stayed home from school the next day? Yeah, I thought I should apologize to Haisuke, but then it turned out I never can. My mom answered the phone and she told me, she said Aisuke is dead. Thank you for the lurk, Brain! I hope you're having a good morning. When I heard that Aisuke had died, I worried that he had killed himself. I thought it was because I said horrible things today to him. I thought Aisuke died because of me. I thought I didn't want to see anyone. I couldn't even eat anymore. I felt like I was going to die too. It's been a few days, and last night Haisuke was in my dreams. He said, "You're not acting like yourself." When I woke up, I thought, I'm hurting Haisuke now too. And that's what brought you out of your room? Yeah. And then, when the TV was on, I just found out that Haisuke didn't commit suicide. He was killed by the smiling man. What? I thought maybe I would have done something even worse. I was so scared I couldn't take it anymore. Something even worse? I'm sure Haisuke was killed by the smiling man. What makes you think that Haisuke was killed by the smiling man? And what is this even worse thing you mentioned? I bet Haisuke was over there all by himself crying. I said so many bad things to Haisuke I made him sad, but then the smiling man showed up and killed him. I did a terrible thing. What does she mean something even worse? I'm sure... Blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait. I'm sure... I like urban legends and stuff, so I know about the smiling man. That's why I'm worried. The souls of people killed by the smiling man can get to heaven. They can't? No. If I don't do something, Haisuke won't make it to heaven. So I have to recite the spell. There is a spell? Can you tell me more about this spell? When someone dies, everyone they are close to is really sad, right? If one of those people recites the spell at the murder scene, the smiling man will appear. Well, I know that spell. The smiling man will come, Aisuke will be able to get into heaven, and the spell will keep me safe. That's why I had to go there. Oh my god, that's scary. Hi, Shugesh, good morning. Emisaki, yeah, that's me. I'm the smiling man. The smiling woman. That's quite a spell. So you went to the pumping station. Is that all this was about? Megumi, you... I see. Is there a spell that helps victims? Okay. I need to ask more about this spell. Where they found Aisuke, I was going to wait there for the smiling man and practice the spell. But I forgot the words. It was dark and scary and cold. I tried so hard to remember the words for Aisuke, but I just couldn't remember them. I started thinking about how I was so pathetic. Then I started thinking about Aisuke. I was so sad and lonely that I started crying. Then the smiling man showed up? Really? What? No, I'm scared. Are you serious? Oh god. Oh god. Chat. I was so scared. Ay, 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 ay. I couldn't remember the spell, so I just screamed. I practiced the spell, but I screwed up. Haisuke can go to heaven because of me. I'm sorry, Aisuke. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Haisuke. I heard her scream just as we arrived. I ran towards her, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. It was just her and Mr. Fukuyama at the scene. However, there's a small spot at the back of the station where someone might be able to squeeze through. So whoever she saw might have gone that way. Kami, bring me the item, please. Understood. Oh no, I'm so scared. Chat! I'm scared. Nice! You go, you guys. Have fun. Was the smiling man wearing a paper bag like this? Yes, he had the same face drawn on his. His was different from what I've seen in books or TV, but this is it. This was his face. Well, that seals it. We can ignore the connection to the murders from 18 years ago. Does this mean the smiling man is actually real? I mean, it's just someone with a paper bag, honestly. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Guys. Okay. It's getting late. Great work today, Ayumi. You did see some snowflakes yesterday morning? Nice. Here it's already snowed. Everything is full of snow. Everything is full of snow. Right back at you. A lot of surprises today, huh? Yeah, I still can't believe that the smiling man really showed up in front of Megumi. Who is he? Why did he come to her? Well, let's wrap up today's investigation. We finally figured out why Megumi was absent the day Haisuke Sasaki was found. Haisuke saw Megumi confessing her love to Mr. Fukuyama, and he heard Mr. Fukuyama explain that he didn't feel the same way. Then Aisuke called her out for her behavior. She was so frustrated and embarrassed that she took it out on Aisuke, her closest friend. Aisuke must have been stunned. He seems to have liked Megumi as more than a friend. Yep, that's why she thought that she was the reason he died. She thought maybe he would kill himself. She locked herself in a room since the day he was found, convinced until today that he had killed himself because of her. Today, though, something changed her mind. That was... Aisuke appeared in her dream. She did have a dream about Aisuke, but she said that it made her feel like she had to be more positive. It was watching the talk show that made her think Aisuke was killed by the smiling man. Now she thinks the smiling man is out there. After watching the show, Megumi went to the crime scene looking to meet the smiling man. What Megumi wanted to do there was recite a spell. She thought she needed to recite the spell so Haisuke could get to heaven. She was so convinced the story was true that she couldn't stay home any longer. Poor girl. Then at the crime scene, the smiling man appeared. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't imagine who it could have been. But it seems like it's someone involved in Aisuke's murder because... Because what? I don't get it. Is it because they went to the... I don't think that was anything to do with it. Right, the smiling man Megumi saw and the paper bag Aisuke... Okay. Both had the same face drawn on them. Okay, got it. I have to say, the case developed quite a lot in just one day. Just for the record, let's recap what we've learned. Good idea, let's do that. On the day Haisuke's body was found, Megumi missed school. She was upset because Aisuke had overheard her confessing her feelings to Mr. Fukuyama. That's right. Now, since Megumi wasn't at school that day, she learned about Haisuke's death from her mom. Yes, the school contacted her mother and she was the one to break it to Megumi. When her mother told her what happened, Megumi assumed, and Aisuke's death was... Yeah, it's understandable for her to think that, given what happened the day before. Megumi locked herself in a room and wouldn't talk to anyone, but this morning she finally started to come around. She decided to try and be more positive after Aisuke appeared in her dream and encouraged her. But after Megumi saw the TV show about urban legends, she began to think that Sasaki was killed by... the smiling man. That's right. Oh, they changed the picture of the smiling man.
They actually put his paper bag now. It's not just the picture. Megumi knew about the urban legend of the smiling man, so she tried to recite a spell that she believed would let Haisuke get into heaven. So she went alone to where Haisuke's body was found and waited for the smiling man. And then, right in front of her, the smiling man appeared. I know it sounds unbelievable, but it seems it's true. Haisuke was found wearing a paper bag over his head, the same kind as the victims from 18 years ago. Tonight, someone wearing a bag with the same smiling face was spotted where Haisuke was found. And the face on both bags was different from the ones commonly associated with the urban legend. Does that mean that the person Megumi saw tonight might be the same killer as 18 years ago? There's no way to know at this stage. Two separate cases 18 years apart. They must be connected, but how? Well, this case is getting more and more complicated. Let's both do our best to solve it. Of course, I'm counting on you, Ayumi. That's everything for now. Are you still going to visit the police station tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to ask Inspector Kamada about the person of interest who disappeared 18 years ago. What are your plans for tomorrow, Ayumi? I'm going to check in on Megumi. I hope she's been able to calm down a bit. If you get to see her, tell her I said hello. And thank her for doing her best to talk to us. Okay, will do. Say, I wonder when Mr. Utsugi will be back. He disappears like this all the time. Is it him? The smiling man or something? And as always, stay comfy and stay classy. Bye!